Hi guys, we are River, Corin and Mila. Mila is currently asleep, getting a good power nap in. We also go by North South Travels. We have worked with many luxury hotels such as Park Hyatt, Ritz-Carlton Reserve, Raffles, and currently we are with Four Seasons here in the Seychelles. All of these we have worked with for free. We don't like to say for free. We like to see it as a work collaboration where the hotels get value out of what we do and we also get value out of what they do, which is normally staying in exchange for work. So we're going to talk you through 5 things to help you get on your way to working with these luxury hotels.
So the next few steps that we're going to take you through are what works for us when we approach luxury brands. Hopefully you'll find some value in it and you'll be able to go away and it'll work for you when you reach out and contact the brands. So number 1 is finding the right contact. So you don't want to go to all this trouble to try and approach a brand and it just gets lost in someone's inbox. Usually when you're on someone's website, you'll be familiar that you find like info at such and such a website. If you really cannot find a contact, of course send it to this email because you never know, the right person might find it or pass it along. But what you're really looking for is the PR or marketing person. These are the people who are usually in control of what kind of press is put out on the resort that they own. So they're the people that you want to contact because you're going to be promoting that brand essentially when you're there. So where can you find this contact? So if you're on a brand's website and you're on their homepage, if you scroll right down to the bottom, you can usually find a press link. It'll say contact and press or just contact. Click along on most of these just so that you can see through into the extended pages. If it says press contact, marketing contact, then great, you found it, success. Another way to find the right contact is via Instagram. You could easily send someone a DM, just introducing yourself, saying that you would like to collaborate or you are interested in working with them and could you please pass along a press contact. Don't send your full idea via Instagram. You can't really get across your whole idea via a small DM message, but definitely use the platform if you really want to get a press contact and get the right person to send your information to.
If you then head to the first post on the grid, you can then write them a little message, just say, hey guys, we've just dropped you a DM, please check it out.
Okay, number 2, your email. Now that you found your press contact, what do you say? You want to keep it nice and short, but you want to get to the point and make sure that they know what you can offer. So a short introduction to yourself, your name, where you're from maybe, just a really, really short bio. And secondly, the pitch. So make sure you're outlining what it is that you would offer and what it is you would like in return. This needs to include your skill set and what it is that you would be giving them value for. So whether you're a photographer, whether you're a writer, whether you're a videographer, maybe think about researching the brand before you even contact them. Because say they don't have the best Instagram or they don't have the best YouTube, they're things that you could say to them, this is my leverage. Look, I can give you great images for your Instagram or your social media, or I can create you a video for your YouTube. Lastly, sign it off and put your social links at the bottom of your email. It's great to have maybe little icons. That's how we do it. We just embed our Facebook, our Instagram and our YouTube. That way the client can easily access your website and your social links.
And then another bonus tip for emails, we use an app called Streak, which lets you track your emails. Once you've sent them to the potential clients, you can see when they've actually opened them, if they've read them, if they haven't read them at all. Once you notice that that potential client has read your email a few times, but you haven't heard from them for a few weeks, you should be thinking that they are potentially interested in working with you. So it's always nice just to write a little follow-up, just to see if they're still interested, just to bump that email back to the top of the inbox, and hopefully you'll hear back. Okay, so number 3. Your media kit. Media kit is something we like to attach along with our email. It's essentially your working CV. Kind of replicating what you've already done in the email. You include your bio. Maybe you go into a little bit more detail within the bio on your media kit, just to tell you a little bit more about what you do, who you are, just so the client gets to know you as a person, what your skills are. So again, replicating in more detail what you've already said in the email. This is a major thing for a media kit. Stats of your social platforms. So this would include maybe if you have Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube, you'd outline all your stats. So where your audience are from, what's your reach like, what's your engagement like. These are all very important stats that the client needs to know. So you need to be very transparent when adding these parts to your media kit.
And I just want to say, even if you don't have a huge following, don't let that put you off and shy away from attaching a media kit, because like River just said, it's not always about the number of following, it's about engagement and audience, and you know, the client always looking for something that you can offer.
And quality of work.
Yeah.
So this is another very, very important. Like, I remember when we first got our first collaboration, I think we only had 3,000 followers. So it is very, very, very doable. Like, do not let the follower count put you off. So lastly, in the media kit, you need to share a link to your portfolio, something that the client can click on that will take you away to your previous work, whether that be video work, photography work, your blog posts where they can show your writing. It needs to be clearly stated in your media kit. Additionally, within your media kit, just list out your past clients. Like, what are the type of clients you've worked with in the past? Again, if you've worked with an array of clients, just change those clients out to the specific clients that will relate to your client that you're pitching to, if that makes sense. So if you're pitching to a luxury hotel, add in the previous luxury hotels that you've worked with, or if you haven't worked with luxury hotels, add in luxury brands or something that that potential client can relate to, and they know you're capable of producing work for them. So point 4 is your portfolio. You really need to have some kind of examples of your previous work. Even though you may not have worked with brands in the past, just go out there, and if it's photography, go and shoot photos. If it's videography, get some video under your belt. Even if it's blogging, create your own blog and start writing. These clients want to see work that you've created in the past, and it is essential for them to hire you or to work with you so they know what they're getting. Instagram is a great place to show your work, but it isn't your portfolio. You may have a certain aesthetic on your grid where you may have worked on various different clients, but that may not come across within that Instagram grid. So you need to either create a separate website or even just a PDF where you have your list of clients, examples of work listed clearly, and you can send that straight to the client.
And so lastly, number 5 is researching the brand. I know I touched on this briefly when we discussed the email, but it's really important to research a brand, even from discussing which kind of brand you feel you work best with. So yeah, okay, you might want to just always reach out to luxury brands, but it might be that your skill set is more tailored to camping or backpacker travel or solo travel or family travel. You know, there's such a wide array of areas for travel. So just make sure that who you are approaching really makes sense with who you are.
Find your niche.
Yes, find your niche. So once you kind of feel like you found a brand that really resonates with you and someone that you can work alongside, go into their website, go into their social media, and really see what it is that you would be offering them, so that that's what you can write in your email.
Like we said before, this is our 3rd time here with Four Seasons, working with them. But that initial research that we done in the beginning has led to us working with them over various locations.
It's all about sustaining that relationship. So now you've emailed a PR, you've got a collaboration, you've worked with a brand, you've delivered what you promised, and now you want to really keep a great relationship with that contact, because you never know what that could lead to. Perhaps that PR contact will move to another location within the same brand, maybe they'll move to another brand, and if you've worked well with them, they'll remember that and they might potentially take you to another place.
You know, make sure you're delivering on time in terms of work, deliverables. Make sure when you are staying at these places that you are being humble and you're being nice and kind. Like, it really, really does go a long way, and it makes a lasting impression on these clients.
Okay, and lastly, just be confident, be positive. Remember that what you're offering is required, and even though you might get many, many, many no's, someone will say yes.
And a couple of additional points in the description below. We're going to have a template of our media kit, a template of our email that we send out to brands, and also a link to the application that we use for our email, Streak. We'll have that down in the description below. I hope this has provided you with some kind of value and insight into how we work with brands, and we wish you all the best to do the same with future clients, and we'll see you on the road.
Oh my gosh!